Hi everyone, this is Tyler from ORATS, and in this video we'll be going over how to use both our scanner and our chain tools. We'll start with the scanner, which uses some of our proprietary calculations to scan the options chain. To start, enter a symbol. Then, click Add Scan to scan for a bullish, bearish, or neutral strategy. You can even scan on your own custom backtest. We get results in a table format sorted by distribution percentage. This is one of the 4 metrics we evaluate for each potential trade. The other 3 metrics are forecast percentage, smoothing percentage, and delta cost. Distribution is the history of past returns for this option. We assume the distribution until expiration will be similar to the last 14 years. Using implied volatility, we create an expected terminal return for this option. Forecast is our prediction of future volatility based on historical volatility and expected earnings moves. Smoothing is our method of determining the true theoretical value of an option's price. We compare what we think the option is worth to the current value in the market to determine if the option is overvalued or undervalued. Finally, delta cost is our proprietary formula for evaluating the cost of delta. Delta is a benefit to long options and a detriment to short options. When buying options, the smallest positive number is the best delta cost, and when selling options, the largest negative number is the best delta cost. To fine-tune our results, we can open the settings, which allows us to change the days to expiration, drift, delta, and quantity. This particular scan defaults to a target of 30 days to expiration, but we can change that here if necessary. With these 4 powerful metrics, we can quickly go from an overview of all possible trades to narrowing down our choices to just a few top selections. For this example, let's take a closer look at the first trade in the table. We're directed to the Chain tab, where we can view the options chain for the symbol we're trading on. Our trade is pre-filled into the chain, which we can see by the indicators on the far left column. Once we're here, if we want to modify any part of the trade, we can simply hover over the row and click on the bid or ask column. Clicking on the bid indicates that we want to sell an additional leg at that strike, while clicking on the ask indicates we want to buy an additional leg at that strike. Notice how the strategy name in the top right corner updates as we modify the trade. The Chain tab on Wheel functions similarly to most option chain interfaces on other platforms. However, we've added a few of our own columns that you might find useful when deciding what to trade. I find the value, forecast, and forecast vol columns to be especially helpful. The value column sits between the bid and ask and is our best estimate of the true value of the option based on smoothed volatility calculations. We take a real-time look at the implied volatility skew to help determine our estimate. This value is within the bid and ask 99% of the time, and if the real bid or ask is outside of our estimate, we'll let you know by highlighting this value. The forecast columns use similar calculations and are useful when comparing the real-time values to where ORATS expects the market to move. You would compare the forecast to the value, and the forecast vol to the mid-IV. Once we've settled on a trade, we can preview it by clicking on the Trade button at the top right. This pops up a payoff diagram with distribution percentages, as well as a slider to adjust the limit price of our trade. Let's take a look at another one of ORAT's proprietary calculations, the distribution percentage. We overlay this distribution on our payoff diagram to help give you a more detailed look at the risk and expected value. Let's take a look at the bar to the left of the current price. This bar indicates that based on the historical movement of SPY, we think there is a 15.2% chance of SPY being at or below that price by expiration. In this case, roughly $384 and below. Submitting the trade sends it to the Monitor tab, where we can view the status of the order. We'll go over trading in a separate video. Let's head back to the scanner for one last tip. If you don't want to look at the Chain tab before sending your trade, you can hover over the row and click Trade instead of clicking the name. This will skip the chain and go straight to the trade preview. We hope that the scanner and chain tools allow you to make smarter and more informed trades. We're happy to hear any questions or comments about any of the tools on Wheel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.